Alright, what's good with you guys? This is Ronaldo Hernandez, and today I'm making a video about how a weak neck and a weak upper back is what's ruining my posture. So, I'm gonna keep saying this, but I've been reading articles about all these issues that I'm having. Right, I finally found a dude that's actually addressing all of this, and then now a main thing that I have a bunch of issues that I'm trying to resolve, but I feel like I truly found what was the root cause of it all, and it's for sure my forward head posture, or that C1 misalignment, atlas axis occipital misalignment, whatever it's called. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I know what it is, and it could even go even deeper than that. It could go deeper to my mouth occlusion, which is like the type of bite that you have, like underbite, overbite, or not even that. Even it's like the way your body structured. Um, I know, but anyways, um, so the person that I found that's been addressing all this, he said that you could fix all that if you just address the forward head posture. And he says that the result of forward head posture is because not only you're saying like this all the time, you have a habit of doing that, but it's also because the muscles of the neck is very weak. Specifically like the sternomastoid or sternocleidomastoid, something. It's SCM. The muscles are run along here. I forgot what it's called, man, but it's a long ass name. Anyways, muscles that run along the neck right here diagonally, and then there's the longest capitis. It's kind of runs out in this area, and the longest capitali. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's those, and then if it's even bad, it could be the neck extensor muscles. So the muscles at the back of the neck. Um, Anyway, he said that most of the time these muscles are generally weak. They're very weak, and they're not able to hold your neck in place. So on top of that, people who have forward head posture also have like thoracic kyphosis, around the back like that. But it that having that for so long, you could develop a bunch of other things. And with me, I developed a severe, well, no, I won't say severe, but I developed a case of like scapular dyskinesis and thoracic outlet syndrome. Now with thoracic outlet syndrome and scapular dyskinesis, those two conditions are very, um, they're conditions that people don't really know how to solve. A lot of people say that it's you have to retract the shoulder blades, do exercises that retract the shoulder blades, and work out your mid rhomboids and all that, the mid traps and lower traps. Which I think it's fine too, but it's that's not even the actual solution for it. I'm referring back to the same guy. His name is like it's I don't know how to say his first name. It's like Norwegian. It's like Kal-El. It sounds like Superman's name. Like I don't know how you say it with a K, but his last name's Larson. So I'm gonna just say Dr. Larson or physical therapist Larson or Mr. Larson, whatever. He also says that to fix these issues as well, you have to address the posture of the scapula. So retracting the shoulder blade is actually a bad idea to do if you have those conditions because first off, you're not even able to be in thoracic extension. Like I guess you could say it's kind of like that. I'm still working on mine, but most people are kind of like standing like this, kind of hunched over. You have to kind of be able to um, lift like this upper part of the chest up. extend up. And so when people do exercises like, retracting the shoulder blades or working out the mid rhomboids, lower traps, mid traps, they're not even doing it right anyways because the scapula is not even in the proper position to do the exercises. They could look like they're doing it, but speaking from experience, most of the time they're doing it wrong, and there's like a lot of pain going on when they're doing that. Um, what else? So okay, so to address these issues, you have to actually be able to set the scapula in the right position. So most of the time, he says that people who have those conditions, their scapulas are kind of like rounded out like this, and they're like depressed. So say it should be this high, right? Most of the time, their scapulas are like this, which it should be like this. And he actually has an actual position to put the scapulas on, of where the scapula should be on. It should be on the thoracic spine of T2 and between T2 and T7, because the scapula, it's like, depending on your anatomy, but it's like that long or whatever. So the top of the scapula should be on T2 and the bottom of the scapula should be on T7. That's what he says in his article. And they should rest kind of on the sides of the rib cage. So they should be kind of spread out, not too spread out, but and the good. That should be like the resting position. And another thing is that people who have trouble getting into that proper scapular position, most of the time their upper traps is really weak, and that's he also says that that's primarily the reason why people have thoracic outlet syndrome or thoracic kyphosis. It's a big reason why, and the scapular dyskinesis because the upper traps is so weak that they end up running out. And he dispels the belief or the myth that the upper traps are overactive in this position when they're not. They're actually so weak that they're not able to stabilize the scapula, which that's one of their primary jobs. Because if you're doing this, the scapula's not even in its proper position. But when you're standing in the proper position, the scapula is being supported by the upper traps and it's able to put the scapula in its proper position. So he really opened up. Yeah, I'm gonna keep saying that. He really opened up my what's it called, like you can say my whatever. I'm gonna just say mine, whatever. But he really showed me like he just opened my eyes. He opened my eyes of what's really causing my issues. Because a lot of times, there's like mainstream media says that you should work on retracting the shoulder blades and those muscles around the area to fix your posture and stuff like that. But that's one of the reasons why I was having so many neuropathy issues on my back, and he even addresses that too. He talks about that in his articles, and so anyways, though, most of the reason for this are like the upper portion of your body to have bad posture because it's a weak upper back, primarily the weak upper traps, and the neck is very weak as well. All the muscles of the neck are mostly weak. So I'll make another video about the kind of regimen I'm on to finally address all these issues. And what I'm also doing kind of because I technically still have sway back posture, but it's not really because my lower back is weak. It's primarily because my upper back is so weak that my lower back is compensating for it, and I can't properly. Cause see, your chest should be forward from your like glutes, like this. All this should be kind of forward from this. He said he also disclosed a myth about like the anterior pelvic tilt, but I'm not gonna get into that. But anyways, all I know is that I know that if I address the issues of my upper back, you know, and the issues of my neck, things will start clearing up and things will start progressing more and more. So just want to make that video real quick. Thank you for tuning in, and this is Fast Life.